years, from the first home to this home. She does an amazing job. The children are on holiday, so she's so grateful to receive the food that she's received, because when the kids are on holiday, of course, the demands are more. When they're in school, the demands are less. So if you feel like giving, we've given what we can from Gov't Nairobi, but if you feel like giving, we'll share some of these addresses. But if you're in Dagoretti, you would know that there is a home for Mary Faith. There's so many other orphanages around Nairobi. So please, they always have needs. They need clothes, toys, food. Sometimes they need cash stipends so they can pay their electricity, pay their water bills. So Mary, tell us.
Thank you very much. One, for the support of the food that you have given to us. Sometimes you can see it's little to you, but to us means a lot. Because it will take us a week, which is also good for us. And thank you very much. The children have closed the school. Here we are now. We are full house, and also even the ones who are in foreign, I know they are on their way coming because they're supposed to be here during this weekend. Thank you very much. And you here, there, who is there? Mary Faith is a rescue center for the girls who have gone through the abuse. So you can come and visit us, talk to us, provide what you have, something that you can give. We all need basic needs. The children need the medical bills, the sanitary tiles, the diapers for the baby, because we have those who are delivering, and maybe by the end of this, by the middle of this weekend, we are going to have a new mother here. So we are requesting people, if you are there and you can help approaching 18, 17, and if you are there, you can help us and donate what you have, even baby clothes. We also need baby clothes so that it can help these children. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. I'll be calling for decluttering in this month of April. Whatever you have in your house that you're not using. You maybe had a child, your child has outgrown their clothes, outgrown their playpens, their toys. Don't give us things that nobody else can use. If it's reached the point where it's completely worn out, then throw it. If it's something that can be used, then we want you to give it to us so that we can spread the love and spread the cheer across the county of Nairobi. So Mary, I'll be looking at what we can get. Mimi wajua sasa niko na wajukuu. My granddaughter is in Abidjan. But I'll tell my daughter when she's coming. I actually let her, she'll give it there to Abidjan, whatever she has. But I'll look for my friends who have children here and see what we can collect and what we can bring you. And I just want to say thank you. But if there was one thing you needed to ask your government to do for you, what is that one thing that you want them to do for you?
The one thing that I need the government to do for us is medical is a bigger issue because we have those girls who are going for operation, so we are still suffering. That is where we have a problem, a very bigger problem. Because you see in the school fees, we pay kidogo, at least the school wait for us to complete. But now here we have the medical bills, which are very high. Those children who are sickle cell, if we can be able to get their medicine freely, we can be very helpful.
Yesterday I was in Mukuru, in Kwaruben, and I saw a young mother who's delivered. She's not young, she's delivering her second child, and she has this blood defect where if she never got the injection after the first child. Now she's on her second child. We pray that the child will not develop problems, but if she gets an injection now, then she will be able to give birth to the next child without having that transmission. And the injection itself is 8,000. So I've actually offered that I'm going to pay for her, but there's a limit to how much I can do. So Kenyans, I'll be calling on you to help so that we can together do something to help those who are in absolute need. C.S. Ndwale, today I think I'm going to be speaking to you a lot. All right, the president said when he started SHA that the most vulnerable will have SHA free of charge. Now, Mary Faith's home deals with abused young girls. They have probably 10 onwards, pregnant. Some of them will have to undergo cesarean because they cannot push the child. So for me, I feel that orphanages should be exempt from having to pay SHA. Your team should go to every orphanage in Nairobi, register all these children, give them free SHA cards. Because at the end of the day, this orphanage is depending on well-wishers. So how is she going to pay for their SHA? And then when they go to the hospital, they're not registered because they don't have the money. So I think when we talk about vulnerable, we should be looking at our orphanages and our homes, and they should be given free SHA. And then we should also be looking at the needs, like we've just come from the old people's home. The medical needs of every citizen are different. So are we stocking in our level 3, 4 hospitals and the dispensaries? Are we stocking? And I know this is the devolved function to the counties, but when we provide medical, the patient, the user, the Kenyan doesn't care whether it's county or national. The two of you should have an agreement on how you serve Kenyans. You know, I really need to visit this KEMSA office one day and understand what's going on with the drugs. I just pray that drugs are not being expiring in the KEMSA stores and people are dying without drugs. It doesn't serve. You know, I think there's a way that, you know, when you see you have drugs and they're not moving and you bought them, or they're not being procured because of Ukora, people prefer to procure elsewhere, or because KEMSA is too expensive. Whatever the situation, we need to make sure that no drug expires on a shelf when there's a Kenyan out there who needs the use of that drug. So CS Dwale, kazi kwako.